That band was amazing, especially for their first time performing here. Were you able to hear if they were going to be at the Indie Band Showcase next month? I couldn't hear anything over everybody just screaming for them. Bummer. I mean, it makes sense. It's still a bit early for them to join a big event like that, but they have some talent. I'll bet they'll be there next year. That singer especially, I mean, her rasp was perfect. I do hope that they continue working on their original music, but she did amazing on those covers. I mean, some of them were even almost better than the original. If I didn't know any better, I would have sworn that she was a siren or something. Right? Lucky for us. Or we would end up being lust zombies. Not that you and I really need much help in that department. Right, gorgeous? You'll have to point out the woman who gave us the tickets for tonight, by the way. I'd like to thank her. It's been a while since you and I had the same night off to see a show. Especially here. I mean, I have been trying to get us tickets here for months. How did you meet her again? You said you met her at the bar, right? I mean, what exactly happened to make her want to bestow this gift upon you? Oh, she was there on a date, huh? Oh, that is not a good sign if the date interacts with a security guard. Something happened, huh? No, wait, humor me, just really quick. What was her date wearing? It just helps me set the scene, okay? Stop it. No, he was not dressed like that. You know, it's the classic, I'm a dick and I think the world revolves around me kind of outfit. No, go on, I have to hear this. Oh my god, let me guess. Did he order her drink for her? And was it like one of those horrible snobby drinks that no one actually enjoys drinking? I was just joking. I mean, I thought like, okay, what's a horrible thing to happen on a first date? I mean, it's something that you see in those cheesy rom-com movies from like the villains. That's different. Okay, you order for me sometimes because you know me and you know what I like. And most importantly, you and I communicate and are in an established relationship. Things like that are okay between us because we've talked about it. And maybe even encouraged it sometimes. I mean, you said this was the first date, yeah? Okay, well then what else happened? I mean, that's enough for me to end a date, but like, that's obviously not enough for you to intervene. Stop it, she threw her drink in his face. Oh my, no. Okay, obviously there's a lot more that got us from point A to point B. This is where your supernatural hearing really comes in handy. What did he say to her to make her react like that? He made fun of her for attending Ashwood Grove U, the most prestigious school in the whole city, and therefore the entirety of the Vale. What was he expecting her to say? Like what would have been good enough for him? Well, that's even worse. So what if she wanted to be a club promoter with her degree? That's an amazing job. What, was he expecting her to be like a doctor or to act as the head of wards or maybe even the mundane world liaison? There are more degrees at that university than those, and furthermore, she should get to do whatever she wants to with whatever degree she chose to get. I mean, where does he get off talking to her like that? It's like these people go in and expect to be in a healthy BDSM relationship without actually understanding what BDSM is. Or, for that matter, making sure the other person consents to being a part of it. Stop it. He was screaming at her. Well, I mean, I understand now why she threw the drink. Is that when you stepped in? Thank goodness you were there. That sounds like it really could have ended badly. No, seriously, I bet she felt really safe when you showed up. So, how did you do it? Well, I mean, did you walk up to the table, shoulders squared, and let him take in those red eyes of yours before you asked him to leave? Or maybe, did you show him those fangs? Maybe a little smile just to show off the tiniest bit of teeth? That's what I thought. You are so protective. He was a regular. Oh, I knew it. So you already had your eyes on him when he stepped inside that bar, didn't you? I'm just saying, you said you were working the door last night. It's just interesting that you were paying attention to things that were going on inside. Just makes you think that maybe you knew that he was trouble, and you were waiting for him to do something so you could kick him out. No, I know. You aren't a hero. Nothing like that. But I think that you were a hero to her when you stepped in. Okay, yeah, she might have been able to handle it herself, but I am sure she felt a lot better knowing that you had her back in that situation. It makes sense that she wanted to thank you with the tickets for tonight. Yes, you're doing your job, but you deserve to be praised a little bit. No, you said you needed some blood. Something to take the edge off while we're in the crowd. Don't worry about it. I packed some protein bars and an electrolyte drink. I'll be fine. And it's not like it's a full feeding anyways. Yeah, it is convenient they had a feeding room prepared. It's nice to have a place to retreat to so that you can take out the earplugs and escape all the chaos out there. They really do need to have more Faeborn amenities. I mean, so many people are jammed into one room, and then you add in all the lights, the bands, the screaming. It's overstimulating for a mortal person. It is especially overstimulating for somebody who has supernatural abilities. You are way too nice, you know. You're a citizen of Ashwood Grove, just like the rest of us. It doesn't matter that vamps are in a minority group. Feeding rooms are the least that large businesses can do in order to help the experience of their vampire patrons. It's farther from the crowd in the back, it's got soundproofing, it's dimmer, it's clean. I know that you don't want people to fuss over you. But, I mean, just think, if you didn't have this, then where would you feed? Out there on the dance floor where people can knock into you while you're feeding, or the safe word is drowned out by all of the screaming? You might have exceptional hearing, but that is a double-edged sword and you know it. Or maybe it would be in the bathroom, which is less than sanitary. Doing it like this is much better, and it is much, much safer for both of us. These kind of considerations should be standard in places where large groups gather. I mean, just because you're an undead fae who lives off of human blood doesn't mean that you can enjoy some nightlife in Ashwood, right? I know that the laws surrounding vamp accessibility are still new. Change does not happen overnight. But still, change won't happen at all if businesses aren't held accountable. You deserve to be more than a passing thought. But you're right, no more talking about work stuff. Not when you and I are here on a date. I guess it's been too long since I've had a day off. Sometimes I forget how to talk without centering it around work. Really though, I know that you have an easier time focusing on others instead of yourself when you're feeling a sensory overload. So, let's get back to focusing on you. Oh yeah, we'll focus on you. And only you. So, gorgeous, what exactly is it that you want right now? And where exactly do you want to feed on me? Is it a neck night? Maybe my arm? Or perhaps you're feeling more my thigh? Well, we have total privacy in here. You can pick whatever spot you want. It would be easier to hide a mark with my skirt. You're right about that. So does that mean you've chosen my thigh? Well, why do you think I wore the skirt with the thigh-high slit, I wore it because I know you like having options. Now, where would you like me? On the counter? Ooh. Well, this is a treat. I'm normally the one on my knees in front of you. This is a fun change. Well then, go on, gorgeous. Eat up.